I'm sorry, that wasn't, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. But um, not gonna lie, it's been a great day. It's just, I haven't been sleeping too well. Today, uh, I'm running off of zero hours. I couldn't. It was like even when I did close my eyes, my brain would not turn off, and I tried. Uh, Basically taking deep breaths while I was laying down. I tried small meditation, relaxing my body. You don't know, or if I don't tell you, right? Relaxing my body, like going from toes to head pretty much, just like easing the body into sleep. And I got there for like 2 seconds, and then my brain started going again, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I tried reading until I started yawning. I tried turning all devices off, everything. No TV, mute the phone. Shit, I should have just tried turning the phone off altogether, man. I don't know. Okay, I haven't been able to settle myself down. Like, I haven't actually been able to turn my brain off right now. I feel like that's a bad way to describe it because that's not really it. Like, my brain is always running. That's how it goes sometimes. It's more like, it's more like, I can't turn my body off. Like, basically, the whole, the whole me is just running on a mind of its own. 222 as I say that. Like it's trying to catch up with something. Or like suddenly, I don't know. So I heard earlier today, I was watching a tarot video, and someone said something about uh now's the time to grind a little bit harder. Like ancestors and guides are telling you that it's time to make these moves like really happen. Like put in the work, put in the effort, like get going with it. Because you're in your power right now. And I was like, well, damn, how much fucking power do I have? Because I can't find the off switch right now. Like, there's no dial to turn it down. There's no slowing it down, bruh. It's just, I've been on go. I actually, the night before, I slept for over 10 hours, 11 hours. And then I woke up today at 6 o'clock. 12 hours, my bad. Then I woke up today at 6 o'clock. What the hell is going on with this hair? And suddenly it was like, I don't know. I haven't taken a walk or anything, or I haven't done really much physical work, physical exercise to kind of get rid of this energy. It's kind of just been me. But I decided to do a tarot reading, just to kind of get some knowledge about, maybe what's going on, or, whatever I need to know. I do feel like I'm going through some kind of awakening. So take what resonates and discard the rest. Get rid of it. Shit, if you feel like you ain't getting nothing from the video no more, turn that shit off. I don't blame you. Go and take your ass on somewhere where you feel more suitable. Cause what I'm getting from these cards right now, you are certainly, on everybody's mind. But it's not that they hate you. It's more like they would do anything for you to hate yourself. Good enough. I'm at work. I ain't going to no party, so. um, um, but Coolioli. Oh man, I just did my hair. So and I would like somebody else to do it, but until those days come, until I'm willing to dish the money out for somebody else to do my hair, I'll let party either way. It is getting warm in here though. Ooh, my bad. I thought of food, and I forgot I had mine in the microwave, so I had to go get it. I made myself some mac and cheese and some whole wheat rice for my protein. And my microwave broken at home, so I had to cook it here. And when I go home, I'm gonna make myself a nice ass sandwich. It ain't broke, it's budgeting. Somebody need to do it. But as I was saying, so okay, to start it off, I got the death card in reverse, and the death card isn't always bad, people. Read into it and, figure that out for yourself, but just listen to the message from here. This isn't I guess technically if it's a tarot reading, it is a channeled message, but this is more just like a talk, with your people. And I guess if you're here with me, and you've made it this far, then I guess in some way I might be a part of your collective, your group, yeah, you know what's up, yeah, do. But I said I was warm. Now I'm okay. Death card. We started off with the death card, and it threw me off, if I'm being honest, from the beginning, because I was like, what do you mean? Like, where is this going? And in fact, I had to look it up myself, like other meanings of the term, the death card. So excuse me, sorry. And the next card we got was the Seven of Cups, and seeing this together, I was really thrown off, because it's like, for some reason, it seems like something that has really been like on your mind, or like leaving you kind of like stuck in a situation. Somebody's trying to influence you with, your past, pretty much. Like they're trying to get you to ignore, what you have coming in, with what you've been dealing with what's already been what's been bothering you, pretty much. And then the other thing that I got that I thought was really freaking crazy, I was about to go deeper into the reading. Oh, hold up, before I show you that, the next card that came out was the High Priestess, right? So it made me think, like, okay, it seems like you're a lot brighter than what people may even realize. You might be way more tapped in tune with your, I guess we can call them psychic abilities. Some of you may be empaths. Some people may be clairaudient. This is clairvoyance right here, so you might be able to like see what's really happening. You know, like you can see through fake shit. And I thought that was pretty impressive. And I saw the little skulls right here. This is a new deck I got, and I love it. It's ghosties on it. It's called Ghost Spirits Tarot by Lisa Hunt. I love these cards. I went into a shop, and for some reason these were the cards that kept popping up to me. But I also love like watching paranormal videos, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but this feels deeper than that. Maybe one day we can go into it if anybody's interested. But the next thing I got after showing you those three cards, the High Priestess and the Death card came out again when I started the second reading. So let me go into the first one right here. And then we can talk more about your abilities and how they are trying to show you more of what, you know, is going on here. Like more of what's happening from within the Death card. You know, this is like inner work being done so that it can all be released to be able to move on to a better, you know, to a better version of you, to a better, you know, way of seeing yourself, a way of living. So yeah, High Priestess, big sister right here, coming in, and she started explaining, well, the card started explaining that it seems like people are really drawn to your energy, like this version of you. But if you look at the card, like, you know, very distinctly, most of these people that, you know, seem to be so like that really want to be around you for some freaking reason, that also don't really want to see you doing good, they've all been trying to fill some kind of void with those skeletons on there. Like you have something that people want, something that there's a stairway on the card too by the skeletons, something that could actually elevate them just as much as you just seem like you've gained some kind of like great wisdom, like you've become a deity yourself. I don't know if deity is for men and women. So I guess I'd call you like emperors and empresses. High Priestess is really like I feel like she's yelling like, pay attention to your abilities. Like you're really tapped into something that you may not have realized was so valuable to you, but it seems like it's always been there because she's holding that orb in her hand. So then I got the Two of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Whoever this is has actually been trying to like mirror you or project onto you, you know, for you to be to see yourself in their image. But truth be told, it's almost like they're refusing to deal with something that's really bothering them deep down, and it's not related to you at all. In fact, you're probably showing them with the mirror that they don't look like how they could, you know, like to be in the real world. Like I literally heard be for real, be for fucking real. So like these people are trying to like kind of stay in the shadows about everything that's going on, maybe even trying to hide things from you as well. But truth be told, they're not looking like quite a decent person at the moment. Like they're probably dealing with their own shit and refuse to actually deal with it. And then you got the cups right here. So it's like they're trying to like harass you and bother you and make you feel some sort of way. But they also don't want you to know that you're actually standing in their way. Because I mean, you're not, truth be told. Like, you're doing your own thing. I don't see you in any of these cards right now, except for the Seven of Cups here. Come here, buddy. Seven of Cups. You got blessings that are coming in for you, but in fact, it seems like they're being, I don't want to say, well, I guess technically it is delayed. Like, there's another path you're supposed to be taking to be able to get to those blessings. It's not, this isn't a straightforward thing right now because somebody is standing in your way. Well, we can show this right here. Somebody's standing in your way. They're trying to, like, divert your attention, you know, like, and his head was down, so I'm getting, like, they trying to, like, really put you in your fucking head, you know, put you in your shit, like, put you in a freaking terrible mood. And it's all because they probably have been reflecting and not feeling their best themselves. But yeah, the Eight of Cups, like, they refuse to let go of you, but it's not, you know, the way that you're hoping. Like, it's not that they, like, you know, well, I guess, yeah, they are a little obsessed with you if they're refusing to give it up. Like, it seems like as long as you are around, as long as they have you close, you know, imagine that you're the mirror, and they're looking through the mirror as this real person. Well, honestly, it seems like they're probably more of the, well, I guess they could be both. I don't know. Let's come back to that. Itchy. I use tea tree and shea butter and everything, but when it's new and I still spray my hair every day, and the spray bottle has the tea tree oil in it to help with, it helps with the itching. I guess, I don't know how to describe it. My hair is growing and it usually itches when it does. Fucking washed it and did the whole shebang. And it's pretty much like lathered in shea butter. You can't see it, but like my hair is shiny. It's just, ugh. I don't feel like talking about that right now. It took me 2 days to do it because I was being lazy. Well, I just wasn't in no rush. I wasn't in a rush. I was kind of just enjoying my time being off. Let's get back to it. Sorry. I wouldn't be surprised if in some way I did have some kind of ADHD, but I do think that neurodivergence is real, so look into that. Four of Wands here. I get that these same people, and right now I feel like it's two people, that really don't seem to want to let go of this, like, want to let go of you, or are kind of trying to manipulate you, manipulate. That sounds so weird right now. That are trying to, like, kind of convince you of like that you're not everything you say you are, which you totally seem incredible, you know. And I don't even know you, but the fact that they're trying to, like, put you down in some way almost seems like you got something they really would rather, like, mock, like, make fun of the fact that you think you got it, you know, you think you know what you're doing or something. And they have no idea, because there's a possibility you really know what you're doing. I mean, the High Priestess is screaming it. So this seems like familiar people. Like these are people that you felt safe with around. So see this little guy you felt safe around. You this was like a home for you for you felt like you could talk to these people or like, enjoy yourself here. And then I also got the Four Swords. Like you were able to finally find some kind of peace of mind with these people, at least for a while. Um, and they've been trying to like really like, I don't know, it feels like I don't want to say like getting in your well, I guess I don't feel like they are getting in your business. It's more like they're trying to keep you from seeing your potential at this point. Right now, there's a lot of wands, actually. Wands and cups. So, like, you're probably really inspirational, or you've got some kind of inspiration coming in. And the next card that I had was the Ace of Wands. I'm sorry, I'm still learning my cards, or these ones at least. I love them. I even took a moment to like go through one by one by one, like while they were still in order when I took them out the pack, to kind of like get to know them. I'm gonna take this sweatshirt off now. Bruh, they keep the office at like 75 degrees because it's like cold, like freezing cold in the rest of the building. But it's getting warmer out here, so I'm thinking that we probably don't need it so high right now. I might adjust that in a break. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a bite of my food too. Okay, let's talk about this, and then we can talk about the thoughts, the little thought I just had. It's hard to describe, but sometimes I just get like a strong feeling. It's either usually like at the crown, or in my positive signal, I guess we'll say body part. Like if you've ever heard like the money saying, like if you get a itch in your palm, then it's a sign that money's coming your way. Well, the opposite hand. So for me, me being in my right mind, because I'm left-handed, that's how it works. Look it up. It's biology. All of my positive signals are in my right hand or right leg. It sounds weird, but you just know when you know. And then for everybody else, the right-handed people, all of your positive signs are in your left hand or your left foot, or your left ear. And the thing is, well, for me, my right ear is like signals from above, like when it starts ringing in my ear. And then my left ear is about changes coming through. Well, this signal was in my right foot, which is a positive sign for me. And basically, so what you've been working on, this Seven of Cups that you're supposed to be getting, I don't know if you can really see me, but you be alright, right? Brighten me up, brighten me up, brighten me up, brighten me up. Ooh, that's too bright. God dang. Ooh, no. I mean, I know aura's strong, but god dang. Okay. I'll work with it. I'll work with it. I'll work with it, I guess. Uh, so all of these things that you're supposed to be getting, that you certainly deserve, basically, I feel like you've been thinking that you've been seeing it as like this crazy fantasy. Like you didn't think that it was really like possible to happen for you, like this incredible dream that you've been having. But the Ace of Wands here very, very, very strongly states that you're well deserving of get. The fuck did that mean? I'm gonna have to think on that. No. Okay. Ugh. So I hate when my cars fall on the floor. Um, let's switch this up a little bit. Something that you've been, working on or desiring. Something that seems to be keeping you, calm and at peace with yourself and everything that you've been going through has so much potential to work out for you. I want to say that it's coming to life, like it is possible, but I also feel like you have to believe that it's for you, that it's meant to happen. And then, like I said before, at the beginning, I kept getting from so many different readers like that. You do the work and it will play out. Like it's bound to happen because, I mean, this working on it is basically manifesting it. And I know, like, obviously you got to do some kind of work. You can't just give it all up to the freaking universe. But the next thing that I got with my little itch right there, it was about, I was talking about, me being in my current state, my environment, my situation, how I was just like so over this shit. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. But then I was also, something just heavily said, like, you just have to be patient. Like, you're here for a reason. Like, it's going to work out. And I was like trying to figure out what it was talking about, what's going to work out. And then again, it brought me here. So I was like, that's why I said that in the beginning. It's just, these are timeless, pretty much. I don't know when all of this is going to happen for you. So I don't want to give you any information that's going to just like, get your expectations up, and then you just waiting. Just, you have to trust in your divine timing. And it feels like something is really trying to keep me from, giving hope, which we all, can benefit from. But it just seems like there's something that is really like relentless to kind of stop you while you're there, wherever you are, while I'm here, like in this everything. Something does not want you to succeed, and you've been completely like slapping that motherfucker in the face, like, you don't tell me what to do type shit. I don't know if I was allowed to do that. YouTube, don't take my shit down. Then judgment. It was like, it's almost like whatever is going on in the background, like, I feel like a divine guide is really like trying to push you, motivate you to go work on that project that you've been really putting your mind and effort into. My ear just went off too. Like, go work on that project that you've been working so hard on. Like, don't give up on it yet, because you're sitting right at the very edge of this potential, of course. There's a lot that can happen if you just continue to keep trying, keep going for it. And for those other people, those negative Nancy's out there, they'll be standing, right here at some point themselves, and not getting the same reaction, the same outcome. They'll be wondering why suddenly it seems like they're like being judged, pretty much, like they're being ridiculed, or almost like they tried to follow you, tried to do the same shit as you in some way. And it's just like, bro, get your own fucking life, pretty much. I don't even know. I don't throw shade. This feels like confirmation. Take it or leave it. But an ascension is what I just heard. An ascension. You are being ascended. Oh man. It'll come back to me. The reader I just saw was watching earlier today. She mentioned birds, and so I started thinking about that. But hopping back into our other cards now. Um, I'm so tired, y'all. I think this is like a spiritual tired just as much as it is like a real, like, I should not be up right now tired. It is actually 11:55. Wow. Wow. Um I'm thinking that whatever this is that you've been like heavily like what you've had on your mind very strongly is actually the same thing that's meant to empower you. You're supposed to learn from these situations, like dig deeper to figure out like how to turn it into that ascension, into that. So I feel like both of these cards, like, they go hand in hand, the death card and then the world card. The world feels like a life card, you know, but once it's upright, the death card is actually a sign of endings and new beginnings, pretty much, like changing things up, switching things over, so that way you can actually live again. You're really, that's what you, I feel like that's what you're interested in. You're interested in living a life that is no longer so stationary, no longer so bland, so what people would consider straightforward, even though nobody's doing things in the normal way, you know, obviously, like, we're related to the Bible. I'm sorry if you're not familiar with the Bible. This is just my terminology. They say, like, and this is probably for other religions too, but like, you have to be married before you have kids. You know, you have to follow step by step by step with what, you know, this religious item is trying to tell you. This is what you're supposed to live by, blah 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 blah. So like, average, you don't want to live average. You're in fact, the fact that you have dreams is probably what's also pissing people off, because I feel like in some way they haven't been chasing theirs. Wow. So I feel like you should take some time to actually like really connect with your mind. I've been working with my crystals a bit more lately. I took a pause from them. I guess I kind of like got too busy and went in a different direction, but suddenly I started like kind of valuing them even more recently, with stuff that I've been going through. And I think this is very important for me to mention, that like, they are quite protective, when you choose wisely, when you know what you want in your, you know, envelopment. They can be very strong. I feel like this is also about your chakras. Maybe take a look at your chakras. Get a pendulum, and you can literally set it over top of where your chakra should be, or where your chakra is, I'm gonna say, and just like hold it still above you. It should start spinning. Like, it's really crazy. It just randomly, it'll start spinning. If it's not, that means that it's more blocked, If it's spinning too heavily, that means that it's like way too overpowered. And it's time to find some balance. But most of the time, if one of your chakras is blocked and the other one, and there's another one that's imbalanced, it means that you should work on the one that's more blocked. So that way, it can start to gain energy and it'll travel through all of your chakras and bring you back to source, bring you back to center, bring you back like more grounded. Sometimes if you do that, I suggest drinking or having plenty of water around, because energetic shifts actually kind of basically you're transferring energy from not yourself but like what is it, ether. You're connecting with the earth again, nature, and it's taking that bad energy away, but it's bringing in a lot of good energy because it's trying to make sure you have enough. It's just that it's like coffee or tea, whatever you want to, say it is, where you drink too much or you drink enough and suddenly you're a little dehydrated, like your body's moving, like trying to give you all this nutrients and you don't quite have what you need to get it. Drink water. Just drink water. Drink water. That reminds me, I got it in my bag. You know what? No. I'm gonna listen to my gut. This is me, listening to my big sister, High Priestess. Ow. Oh my goodness, man. It's been a long time since I've actually done any like a meditation. So sometimes when I get bored, when I feel bored and I just don't know what to do with myself, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to. And then I'm like, it might give me some ideas, just to be able to kind of sit with myself. And then afterwards, my body feels so freaking relaxed. Right now, I only go to like 10 minutes. And most of the time, it's just getting more in tune with my body. Thought I heard somebody. Getting in tune with my body and, embracing that. Oh, shit. Ooh. I don't know if I can show that card. Oops. Ugh, I just thought it was stupid. Bruh, someone was like, oh my gosh, do that again. I need an emote. And I was like, what I just did that. Emote. No. I hate that word. It's kind of stupid. I'm sorry. For those of y'all who like, your memes and stuff. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'll be watching my good old Try Not to Laugh. More like the TikTok version now. Because all of the other ones look like they're from freaking 2012. Oh, shit. Wait. That's a booty. The Hangman. I got 2 of Cups in reverse and the 9 of Wands. Let me see. So I'm going to go back with Sister High Priestess. I feel like this has got something to do with that deeper meaning. Hold on a second. It was nobody. Another thing is I've been really sensitive to sound. I do think that I might be in some way clairaudient. But other times, it's more like something, I'll be listening to a video, watching a video, and what they suddenly say in the video really catches my attention, and I don't know why, so I take it as a sign. That's just how I run things. Back to the message. The Hangman, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. This the way that you're tapping in is actually like bringing you to some kind of clarity. Like, it feels like a mission that you know are meant to take with your higher up, your guides. um I feel like this is gonna be really emotional for you, and even you'll be like quite alone going through this journey. um but in fact, you won't be alone. Like, your ancestors like are here to help you, but they might actually be that mission. They might be the reason you're on this mission. Your soul's journey was to be brought back here to learn these lessons, so that way you know, you can kind of when you pass away, you move on to this better life that, you know, was, I don't know how to describe that. It's kind of weird to go into that. But basically, when you died in your past life, you spoke with your ancestors and spirit guides about, you know, how things went on Earth. And Earth is supposed to be like the hardest level of them all, because you don't come back with any of your old knowledge. Not to mention, you also basically have this like, there's so many different forms of life, of living, that you either have to diversify and take off the glasses, the rose colored glasses. You know, not everything's so pretty perfect. um or you kind of get lost in the sauce and turn into these NPC characters. And most of the time for them, when they pass away, they end up coming back to Earth. I do think that there's such thing as reincarnation, but I don't think that it's as a human. It's as a animal, as an insect, you know, things like that. Another living organism, you know, but basically when you become those organisms, suddenly you're more moving instinctually. You're just living life. You're just living that being, compared to uh your soul choosing to be a human, and now you're like, you know, moving through this because you're meant to learn something. And this can happen over and over and over and over again, and you may not know anything about it unless you know how to meditate deep enough to be able to see some of those past lives. You might even see them in dreams, truth be told. You're on this journey. You're taking this big risk to kind of change up, you know, the whole dynamic and the way that you're moving, you know, the way that you want to be moving, the way that you live, as a pursuit of happiness, I'm getting. But it's been a sad journey, and it's been very difficult. There's been a lot of paths that you could have taken, and you've decided to stick with the Holy Trinity. I feel like you've been interested in, you know, reconnecting, possibly with old people, like, you know, old connections. I'm also getting that there's been a lot of tears in those kinds of things, and so you've let them go completely. Like, you've cut people off basically, so that way you were able to kind of learn how to love, learn a better, you know, I feel like this is more about standards. Learn standards of how to be loved, like how you want to be loved. And at this point, it's like no one's coming back, no one's coming around until, you feel that those standards have been met to, not even to an extent. Like I feel like they just, yeah. So the Nine of Wands here, like you're close to an ending, but you are very resilient. You're extremely strong. Basically, like if people don't meet your standards, they are not going to be breaking through this. Like they will not see that vulnerable side of you. They won't be able to understand you. They won't be able to get close to you. It seems like pretty much you'll go back into hiding. Like you'll go back into your hermit mode because you cherish, the way that you take care of yourself. And bringing these extra folks in, that some people, well, I guess human beings need, this, that connection. But there's literally people on this planet meant to connect with you. Like they're the ones that are really going to be supportive and show you that love that you thought didn't exist. Trust me, I know. I don't know those people yet myself, 4004 on my clock, but they are certainly there, and we get closer and closer every day just by choosing happiness, by choosing to be ourselves. Someone's gonna love you for who you are. And this isn't to just say that, that you can continue to be a bad, like a hurtful person, evil kind of person, and expect that, someone's gonna love that. Because truth be told, you're gonna find people just like you. That's what I'm saying. You continue to enjoy your life, to live for you, to be happy, to express that joy to the world, to be kind to people. That comes back. It does. It comes back. You just gotta break some generational curses, break some paths that have been happening. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna leave it right here. It will definitely, it's going to take some time, but I feel like this is also about continuing to work towards your goals. Like do what you need to do to get to this like Ace of Wands that you thought was not possible. Just keep trying. If you haven't heard that song, it's by Boss, BAS, World in My Hands. I freaking love that song, dude. Take a listen. Alright, y'all, I'm really tired. I'm gonna keep sipping on this freaking coffee, and figure out how to keep myself awake for the next 7 hours. It went back off. Maybe I don't need to look at it. I got 222 on my clock, or 222 in general. But all right, partners. If you're watching this at night, I hope you get some good sleep, because I sure hope I get some sleep soon too. Cherish yourself. Love every part of you. Don't forget to take time to just like write some affirmations, channel that higher self, that the best version of you that you can be. Talk to your inner child and show yourself some love, That's all I can say right now. It's not easy sometimes, because the things you used to enjoy in your life, like for me, watching Disney Channel, Well, I still have the High School Musical soundtrack, some of the songs on my freaking phone. I downloaded them more recently because they actually, like, bruh, they spoke some real, I've been cursing this whole time, real shit, um, in the songs. What about us? I'm sorry. um, I also, I like someone said recently to like go to the spa, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay money for a freaking spa. I'm gonna go have a bubble bath. So like, just treat yourself to the things that really bring you some kind of peace of mind. And other ways that you like actually decide to be happy in your day to day. Like, most of the world does not give themselves the chance to actually like remember the nostalgia of just like living for themselves again. Children really do like just know how to have fun. I'll say that much. They know how to just embrace the best parts of themselves until suddenly the adults come in and they're like, that's not safe. Don't do that. If you are an adult and you're like, I like jumping in puddles too. Well, when it rains. I honestly, that was one thing I didn't ever get to do as a kid, so I embraced that too. Um, Jumping in puddles. Sometimes I still climb a tree if I see one. Walk outside barefoot. I guess that's a normal thing. Snow angels. We had snow recently. I'm just thinking of different ways, but who cares? It's just my life. Um, all right, I'll leave you with this. I hope you all have a blessed day, blessed week. I hope it gets easier for some of you, for all of you. I hope that you find, your ways to enjoy yourself. Right now, I'm doing everything that I can without spending money. It's not easy, but that's why I'm outside so much. Well, I'm inside right now, but I go for walks with my dog. If I get the chance to, I'll, as long as I'm in a safe area where I'm not gonna get like hit by a car, I walk down the street and read a book just to get me some vitamin D. Not that kind of D. Ugh. Oh man, I hate that shit. Oh goodness gracious. That love is coming for you. They coming. They on their way. All right, bye y'all. Love you.